at Bill Snyder Family Stadium. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the UTEP Miners and the Kansas State Wildcats. Reese Davis, Dave Collin, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sidelines. Holly?
Hey guys, I caught up with the Miners head coach before the game. He understands that they are walking into a very difficult situation today. Their opponents have a big winning streak on hand, but so do they. He said, I believe that we can come and set the tone early. Look for them to be very balanced in their play calling, show why they've won these games 3 in a row, and really set the tone here early in the first quarter. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So UTEP's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And here comes the junior quarterback to get things into gear. Last time out, a solid day and a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Walker. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get him to the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
At the 35, he's got room. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, defense all over him.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Out wide right, it's Bohannon. Makes the grab, and down immediately, he picks up a few.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That's reeled in. It's Bohannon. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The Miners are marching down the field. Wants to throw on 1st. Moves to his right. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. All right, guys, let's step back here and talk UTEP. At some point, the media needs to recognize this is a team on a hot streak. They've put together a nice record, winning 3 straight, now knocking on the door of the top 25.
Yeah, and I think, Reese, the media also realizes what happened early in the season, and they took a few lumps, and they were kind of figuring out who they are. But I feel like the last 3 weeks, Jesse, they're playing as well as anybody in the country, and they know what their identity is.
I agree. I think in college football, year in, year out, teams get better and teams get worse. This is the former. They all of a sudden are starting to realize and figure out what gives them the best chance to win week in, week out. Guys are playing at a very high level. I don't see that stopping today.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Right side, it's Young. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Nice execution by the offense on 3rd down, understanding what they had to do to get the first down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
Fresh set of downs going to the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Second down, gonna throw it. Slings it. Out wide right, it's Young. Makes the tackle.
And look, defenses obviously have to play man coverage in different situations of the game, but you got to wonder if this defense wants to keep playing man after giving up that big play.
The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on third down. Caught on the RPO. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Miners will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Walker. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the red zone, it's Walker. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Miners will hustle to the line. With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UTEP.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
UTEP 7, Kansas State 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the break, and it's UTEP holding the lead as we get a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking for running room. Makes his man miss. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Finds his target. They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the first down.
Now on the move. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Just smothered on the play.
Third down coming up.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. quarterback keeps it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Motion from the wide receiver. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Quick give. It's Walker. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Looking for a gap. It's Hunter. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Drops back on first down. Got it. Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. They'll stop. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Running inside. It's Hunter. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. It's picked off. That's number 10.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Now by a touchdown, and we'll see if they can get on the board with this drive. They're all over him. Got his man on the right. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
And the Wildcats, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Overton. Ran through the contact. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's That's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
The give. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. This time they'll throw it. Caught. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be first and goal.
And he finds this guy again on the outside. I tell you what, man, that's the matchup down here in this part of the field. You find your guy that you trust and you get him the football. He does the rest. I tell you what, I thought he was going to score for a second and get in, but now set up.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Nice job putting the drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. They'll operate out of split backs. Lets it develop. It's Hunter. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Making the adjustment on the play. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He'll pull it down. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Caught over the middle. It's Bohannon. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely.
That's a first down for the offense.
And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. And the Miners will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Catching up with the Kansas State head coach at the half. They have found some positives here during this 3-game win streak, but right now, trailing in this game, their backs are against the wall. They get an opportunity here to start the third quarter with some more momentum, and he said, we can't worry about the win streak, we just have to worry about doing our job. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Long way to go on second down. Keeps it on the ground. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back on this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down.
You know, as a quarterback, when you make good decisions like that, your coordinator and play caller are going to keep dialing up these RPO-type plays, right? Nobody open. You're not forcing the football into traffic. You're not freaking out and throwing it away or running out of bounds. Just go get what you can get. It's a positive play for the offense.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Makes the grab at the 10. He gets a block. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Touchdown, Niners. The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Pulls it, fired, complete.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
From the gun, the running back has it. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. A run for the quarterback. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver going in motion. On the move. And they swarm him under. They'll stop it for a moment here as there's an injured Kansas State Wildcat down on the play. That is a sophomore offensive lineman down on the play, and we hope he's able to return soon. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Finds a man on the right. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot, he's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
To the air, it's Overton. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Wildcats with the 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. It's complete on the right side. Quick spin on the run. And he picks up a 1st down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. The Wildcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Motion from the wideout. They'll try the left side. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short as teams want to make their move in the rankings. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. Starts with a 2nd down play. Right back to the well. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Can't get him to the ground. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? And you can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some win. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
On the move from inside his 5. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Hits inside, it's Walker. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Jones. Got room at the 35. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. The Miners come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's Bohannon.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Hunter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, looking for a man. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Touchdown, UTEP! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kansas State will get things going as they take over on offense. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Back to throw, it's Overton. Left side, it's Bell. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Kansas State pushing the pace.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2.
And that's perfect for the defense. You'll give that up all day. You're winning this game by multiple possessions late in the game. Play big zone coverages, keep the ball in front of you, and tackle the ball carrier inbounds.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Wants to throw on first. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Now staring at a 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, pressure's coming. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like, they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
A shot toward the end zone. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They want that clock to run. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Straight ahead, it's Walker. Nowhere to go. Timeout called by the defense. 2:09 remaining on the clock.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Right back to it. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Timeout called on defense. 2:05 remaining on the clock, so they're hoping to save a few seconds once we get to the 2-minute mark. 3rd and long coming up. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Driven back.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Out wide right, it's Bohannon. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down. Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. How about that tackle to stop him short on 4th down?
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Looking to pass. It's Overton. Unloads it left. Got his man. Brought down at the 20. It's a 1st down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
QB spikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Unleashes it. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, this offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here.
Unloads it downfield. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should